Hello guys, what's going on? I got a package, as you can see. Now, let me tell you a little story before I tell you what it is or anything. In 2009, Dell released a laptop called the Adamo 13. I'm sure some of you will have heard of this computer, but I basically fell in love with it when I first saw it. I've wanted one ever since. But back then, obviously, they were very, very expensive. I think the base model was like $2,000. So, I wasn't able to buy one. And even now, they're still $400 to $600 on eBay and stuff. So, I kind of blew that off. Didn't think there was going to be any chance of me getting one. But then, I ran into this dude. YouTube username, Dell is Weird, aka Simon. He sold me this. This is a black Dell Adamo 13. This is the highest end model you could get with this laptop, which has the 2.13 gigahertz Core 2 Duo. I believe it's an SU 9400, so it's the ultra low voltage thing. So it's 4 gigabytes of, I think, DDR3, hopefully, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and a 128 gigabyte. I think it's a USATA SSD, so it's like a 1.8 inch SATA drive. So yeah, I got this thing for $70, and at that price I couldn't pass it up. I had to get it. I've always wanted one of these laptops, and here we go. He said he upgraded everything. So this used to be a base model one, but he upgraded the motherboard, and since the CPU and RAM are soldered on there, he also upgraded those at the same time. He said this computer suffered from a pinched video cable, so he also replaced the whole LCD assembly. So, he said it was in really good condition, but like I said, I don't really know what to expect, but I guess we're going to find out. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Let's see if we can get this thing open. Funny story, I bought this computer from him 2 weeks ago, and it took just till now to get here. This is priority mail 2-day, so, what happened was he dropped it off at the post office, and they never picked it up, so it sat there for a week doing nothing. So, not really happy about that, but here we go. Here's the actual computer in this wrapping. And we also have a, ooh, look at that. That's nice. That's a Dell Power Brick. Very different than any other Dell Power Brick I've ever seen, so there you go. Anything else in here? Nope, that's it. Okay, just the laptop. Let me go ahead and move this box out of the way. Okay, well that didn't really work out. Yeah, but anyway, we'll take a look at the laptop now. So yeah, YouTube user Dell is Weird. Go ahead and check him out. He's really cool. And he was really doing me a solid by selling me this computer for this cheap. So I thank him for that. Oh, he wrapped this thing pretty well. So yeah. I see it. See part of it anyway. Here we go. So now I have my MacBook Pro back there. And I also have a nice Windows laptop too, so that's cool. And here it is. I see it. I can see it now. And he really did wrap this thing good. Let's see if we can unearth what we got here. Here we go. Pull her out. I think. I know it's taped onto the actual laptop. He really packaged this thing well, I must say. Damn. Gotta rustle with this thing. A lot of Scotch tape. Wow, I can just... ooh, wow. So, it's a little scratched up, but, that's kind of how it is for a laptop this old. He also said that it's missing something. Oh, yeah, right here. He said it was missing, well, the hinge cover is like off, so I can see that there. It's kind of taped to the actual computer, so some assembly required here, but I was expecting that, so yeah, it is missing the hinge cover, which is so conveniently taped on right here. There it is. Okay. Let me get that piece of Scotch tape off too. Hopefully. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Okay. And there she is. Wow, this is quite nice. Always wanted one of these laptops. Damn. look at that. Look how thin that is. Looks like the bottom cover just kind of snapped out there. I'll have to mess with that later, but wow, nice. That is real nice. This is a sexy, sexy laptop. So I have to see if I can get this cover to snap back in. Oh, that's kind of weird. I'll have to mess with that later. Yeah, let's go ahead and open it up. This is quite a nice laptop there. There it is. Dell Adamo. There she is. Quite a nice little laptop, I must say. Oh, well, shit. Okay, yeah, some assembly required here. But yeah, anyway, oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna need some assembly required. As you can see, I have our 128 gig SSD. Okay, you guys just missed a whole lot of the process with this laptop. Because of my camera, it decided to just say, nope, I ain't gonna record anymore. The battery is just completely toast. You ain't recording no more videos. So, you guys missed a lot. But, I'll just keep it short and simple. There was some stuff wrong with this laptop internally, and it needed fixed, so, you know, I fixed it. There were wires in places they shouldn't have been. I know the dude who sold this to me put this together in a hurry, so I understand, but, you know, still, I had to completely take out everything and reroute everything, like the wires and stuff, so things would sit properly inside the computer. But now it's all ready to go. It's clean. This, you know, I did a whole clean job on this laptop, so it is fairly clean now. There are a bunch of scratches on the glass, but there's not really much I can do about that. This laptop is 4 years old, so I'm going to keep that how it is. But, you know, just as an example, there were Bluetooth wires running from, you know, inside the display down to the computer, you know, the motherboard. So they were run improperly. So this metal, you know, thing here, this little, you know, plate that comes up, this thing, this wasn't sitting properly on this side. So, you know, I had to fix that so this was able to sit correctly on the computer. But I did, you know, completely fix that. And, you know, it's all good to go now. It is missing one hinge cover on the right, obviously. So I'm going to see if I can pick that up somewhere. I don't know. I looked online, and I can't find one anywhere, so I don't know. This hinge cover is just being held in by force from this. I don't have any screws for it. He unfortunately did not include the screws for these hinge covers. So this one's kind of just floating in there, but it stays in there, so I'm not complaining. I'm gonna see if I can find some screws, maybe. I don't know where, but I'll look just out of curiosity. But yeah, anyway, now that this laptop is all back together and working, I can say that it is very, very nice. This was the MacBook Air Rival of 2009. It's incredibly thin. It's made of aluminum. It's got a very, very solid build to it. And it's just a really, really nicely designed laptop. You can see, you know, we got the two-tone going on here with the glass and aluminum. You know, on the back here, you can see we have a bunch of, like, this cool little vent design. It's pretty cool. That gives it a little, you know, design flair, I guess. All your ports are on the back. We have Ethernet, eSATA, 2 USB, and DisplayPort. And then there's obviously the power jack. That is all of the ports on this laptop. I believe it also has, oh yeah, there's a SIM card slot right there, so if I wanted to connect this to broadband, I could. And then there's obviously a headphone port right there. But other than that, that is about it. This laptop costs a lot of money back when it was new. I'm pretty excited to actually just have one. Just I've always wanted one of these laptops. So, if we go ahead, well, actually, let me show you the bottom, because it is a very, very nice design. On the bottom, if you look here, on the bottom, you can see that it's just one big hunk of aluminum. This whole plate down here actually just comes off. It's quite an interesting mounting system. There are 3 little openings right there. There's one over there, and there's one over there, with basically like little latches that you have to stick like a metal spudger in there and just move to the unlocked position. You have to do that on all 3 sides, and then it finally comes off. But as you can see here on the back, we have this little aluminum plate, I guess. You can see it has nice Dell Adamo branding there, Adamo 13. It also has these laser etched Windows and Intel stickers. Well, they're not really stickers, they're just like logos. So there's a Windows 7 logo, there's an Intel logo there. Really, really nice design. I really like the way this laptop looks. It's just very, very nice design. So let's go ahead and open it up and turn it on and stuff. So that's what we're going to do now. Go ahead and plug her in. Open her up. Okay, so here we are. This is the interior of the laptop. It's quite nice. You can see we have a brushed aluminum. The whole thing is pretty much made of brushed aluminum, which is really, really nice. We have a nice little design on the trackpad there. Yeah, the keyboard is quite nice. It has very large keys, and it feels really nice to type on, I must say, especially if you have large hands. It's really, really nice. The only thing I found out with this keyboard though is that, you know, the backlit, I could not get the backlit feature to work. I'm not sure why, but I don't know if there's a loose cable or there's like a driver issue or something. I don't know, but as of now, the FN plus F7, which is supposed to be the thing that toggles the backlit keyboard, is not working, so I don't know what's going on there. Brand new screen, but it does have some air bubbles there, as you can see. Tiny little air bubbles. That was a known problem with these Dell Adamos, so, you know, for the price I paid for this laptop, I'm definitely not complaining. I don't really care either way. I can still see things on the screen just fine, so I don't really care. Obviously here we have the power button, we have touch sensitive volume and play buttons. You know, like I said, that missing hinge cover, it's kind of makes the laptop look worse, but anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and turn it on. So, as mentioned before, it does have a 2.13 gigahertz Core 2 Duo. It is an L9600, not an SU9400 like I expected it to be. But, you know, it's a relatively decent chip, dual core, obviously, like all Core 2 Duos. It has 6 megabytes of cache, and it's generally pretty quick. As you can see there, that was a pretty fast boot up speed for such an old laptop. It's really not that old, but anyway, yeah. It has 4 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM and a 128 gigabyte Samsung SSD. It's actually the exact same SSD that's in my MacBook Pro back there. It's a PM800. It's not the fastest thing in the world of SSDs, but it's definitely better than a hard drive. It's running Windows 7 Home Premium. I just installed that, 64-bit. It did come with Windows 8. It did come with Windows 8, but even though I have Windows 8 on my desktop over here, I don't want it on this, so I decided to load Windows 7. So there we go. There's not really much else I can say about it. It's just, you know, my new laptop. And as you can see there, specs, which I just told you about. But anyway, yeah, that is the Dell Adamo. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys later.